Hiya loves! And welcome to another episode of I Played a Steam Game with 0 reviews, and this is what I found. Today we are playing games that begin with the letter B. And it doesn't just stand for bum, apparently, according to Steam. Now, if you missed the last episode, then let me give you a refresher of how this series will work. I have been deep diving into the pits of Steam to try and find games with 0 reviews so that I can review them for you and them and me also as well. You may be very well aware that games release on Steam almost every second, so of course there are bound to be games that are lost and missed by the general public, but some of these games may be absolutely fantastic. So I have been on a mission sent by the gods.
Oh my god!
To find a game that is fantastic with 0 reviews. Last week we played a game that began with A. Also, before we move on with the rest of the video, I would like to formally apologise to Finsoft, whom last week I accused of not having replied to my message. He has since replied, and he really enjoyed the video, so shout out to Finsoft, check out his new games, he's a lovely boy, and he sent me a video on how to complete the game, because he thought I was just confused. So how this show works is the game must meet a certain criteria in order to qualify for my wheel. More on that in a moment. This criteria is very simple. The game must be an indie game, it must have under 10 reviews, and it must have been released within the last 5 years. It also cannot be an overly sexy game, because the channel will get demonetized and maybe Valve will get very upset with me if they find out I've been playing sexy games. Maybe my credit card company will not allow me to pay for it. I don't know. What the hell's going on with that? That's weird, isn't it? Anyway, moving on. So I put my parameters into Steam and I found myself some games to add to my wheel. And you may be thinking, oh, Ashton, are we going to have to see that terrible virtual wheel again? It looked absolutely crap and there was no noise, so it wasn't very impactful at all. Well, don't you worry, because I went begging to old Gamer Joe and I said, please, can I have a wheel? And he said, yes, you can have a wheel. You pick a wheel out and we'll buy it for you. And unfortunately, I forgot how big an inch is, which is lucky for any men that may be in my life, but not so lucky when you're trying to pick out a big, impactful wheel. Anyway, shall I show you my real wheel? Shall I show you my real wheel? Okay, nobody's allowed to laugh, okay? It said 12 inches, and I didn't have a tape measure at the time. Here it is. Wow. Wow. Look how good it looks. And look, it spins. Wow. My cats hate this fucking thing, man. They hate it. They hate it big time. But yes, here is my wheel. It may be small, but it is mighty and it will be obeyed. It has 12 segments on, which has made my life easy because now I know I can only pick from 12 games. So I put 12 games on this wheel and we're gonna spin it. I am gonna have to zoom in on the wheel though, because I don't think you're gonna be able to see what's on the wheel. Let me tell you what's on the wheel though, because we've got some bangers actually, some good looking games on the wheel today. We have got Build a Lot Mysteries, Bunker Descent, Bots and Bloom, Bath Dad. God, I'm hoping it's Bath Dad. Bashing Brutal, Balloon Chase Journey, Blaster Bunny Chronicles, Blood Oath, Boom Gear, Branch Collector, Beat Bulwark, and Boat, Snake and Salvage. But those are all the games on my wheel. So now it is time to spin that wheel! Bunker Descent Trapped, as that is the full name, was released by JXN Games on the 13th of December 2024 into early access. So of course everything we see in this game will be taken with a pinch of salt because it's not fully released yet. JXN Games is an enigma to me. They have a Twitter page that has not posted and a YouTube channel that has posted updates of the game and trailers. But that is about all I could find about this game and JXN Games on the internet. To tell you a little bit more about the game, I'll I'll read you the Steam blurb. Work your way down through the bunker levels, solving puzzles and tackling challenges. Your choices drive the story's twists and turns, shaping the intrigue and suspense along the way. This game is a little bit spooky, it's an adventure game, and is allegedly a choose-your-own-adventure. So, I think we should take a deep dive down the bunker. I feel like I'm about to do an escape room. I feel like it's got like escape room video vibes. Beep beep. Maybe jump, bastard. Well, if there's any monsters in here, they all now know I'm coming because the ceiling just started screaming at me. The fastest to the slowest. Okay, so the fastest is 4 then. 42976. 42976.
Damn
it.
Please, help us! We don't want to die, we're on the run! We're heading to the lowest level of the bunker. We'll lock ourselves in there. This is insane!
Huh? Okay, well, if there's one thing about that intercom that's really brightened my day up, I think it's going to be nice down there in the bunker. Can only assume it's going to be a lovely time, so let's go into the bunker. What could possibly go wrong? Floor code 296412. I'm not gonna have to remember that, right? I do absolutely feel like I'm in an escape room, and I absolutely a hardcore mess with an escape room. I'd like it to be known here and now, I've never once failed an escape room in my life. Oh, what's that? Some painkillers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why do I need those? Elevators. Damn it! I should have paid attention. Hello?
Are you in the bunker?
Yeah. I am, yeah. Who's that?
What's happening here? Isn't there anyone else?
There's no one else. We're all on the lowest level. We can't get out, and I'm sure you can't either.
What?
The only way to get out of here is to follow the instructions I'll give you. That way, we can get out alive, both you and us. I can't tell you more about what happened. It's better that you don't know.
Now that's a bit sus, actually.
Please, stop in place and tray your belongings. Wait for the security staff to carry out the necessary checks.
The security staff are all #dead. I'm scared. Keep your anxiety level low. Take anxiolytics. Anxiolytics. Okay, I'll take some of my medicine. My medicine. Oh. Oh my god, I'm gonna miss those so bad. That is so tiny. 350827. Okay. Enter. Oh, we did it. Protocol is door locked for security reasons. Continue with the opening. Continue. Electromagnetic wave defense is active. Activation interval 4 minutes. You must follow these steps. A code will be printed out on a piece of paper at this console. Enter a code on the panel next to the door. The door will only open once the emission of the electromagnetic wave is complete. You will have 3 minutes and 45 seconds to return. Huh? What? Here it is. Frick. Loud. Hello? Go to door number 8. Jesus Christ! 820460. Right. 8204. I did not realise the electromagnetic wave would kill me. Also, who was that spooky bitch? Yes, I'm maintenance. Branching storyline! There's a floor -3 in a safe. Locate it, open it, and talk to me at the console on floor 3. I'll wait for you. What's happening? Don't trust the mission you've been talking to. I will help you. What's happening? Oh, damn, I can write in here. What's happening? I'm getting a bit ooky spooky, guys. 5, 9, 2, enter. Alright, we need to change the fuse. Easy. Okay, 483. 483. Oh, it's gone Spanish all of a sudden. Level -2. God, it's a font I can't read. The dyslexia is really popping off. Wheelies. How did bloody hell just spell Michael like that? Where are they? These switches you speak of. Oh, on the wall. Behind me, if I'd just looked to my right. Okay. Whoa, well I like this funky music. I'm gonna stay in this horrible room. Oh. Thank you for my spanner. 6 and 1? Sure. No. Nope. Fuck that room. Okay, let's get the hell out of this place. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Absolutely not. Screw that. Why do these games always end up with me getting stuck and confused? So, Bunker Descent Trapped. What did I think about it? I have a lot of thoughts about this game. I think it's a really promising start to a game. I think the puzzles are quite clever. I think that it's intriguing, it's a bit spooky, and I like the setting. There is quite literally nothing spookier than a bunker, apart from an oil rig. An oil rig is objectively spookier than a bunker, but still Wakes the Deep have already sort of absolutely smashed that out of the park, so bunker's next best thing. Though I will say I'm now 2 for 2 on games that do not have save files, so if I wanted to go back to this game, which I was going to finish it and give you a full review, I can't because the game never gave me a save file and it never gave me an input code to access the floor when I entered the next level down. So I would have to go through everything I just did in that gameplay all over again in order to get back to where I was in the first place.
No! God, please, no! No!
And I was already stuck, so I can't imagine how long that would take me to get through all of it again. I have also got a few questions regarding the voice acting. I obviously cannot prove this, and AI was not disclosed, but I have a strong suspicion that all the voice acting in this game is in fact AI. And I am very much on team pay real people to do those kinds of jobs. I understand that small-time game developers may not be able to afford that kind of thing, but I just think there might be some cheaper voice actors out there that you could potentially pay instead of just using AI. I of course encountered a few bugs, these are to be expected, like sometimes the text was all in Spanish and I have no idea why. But I will say the puzzles were in a lot of circumstances very clever. I felt like I was in an escape room and I personally absolutely bloody love an escape room. I like the walkie-talkie where we spoke to someone deep in the bunker telling us something bad is happening and not ever telling us exactly what that is. That's ominous, sir. I don't want to come into your spooky bunker if you're not going to tell me what's going on. I like some of the underlying mysteries and hints about what's to come further down in the bunker. It really adds an ominous feel to the whole thing and does make me want to keep exploring, even if I lost my save and will have to start again. And for an indie developer, and I hate to make an arse out of you and me, but I am assuming is just one person, the game has quite a lot of depth to it. It's quite big. I was playing it for 2 hours on camera and had to stop because I thought, I can't edit all this footage. I've got stuff to do. So I can only imagine how much longer that game is. Again, I can only imagine because I have to start again. The sound design and visuals are all very, very good. They paint the perfect picture of where you are and perfectly put you on edge in situations that feel horrible to be in. I don't know who made this game. There's nothing about JXN games anywhere on the internet, but I hope they're proud of themselves because this game is great and it deserves to get seen by people who love that kind of thing. However, I would suggest to JXN Games, if they are watching, maybe just add save files in. I don't know how difficult that is. I've never made a game myself, but I think most games benefit from having some way to save your progress outside of just having codes that don't always show up, might I say. So, is this game a hidden gem? I hate to seem very lenient, but I do think it is. Did I finish it? No. Does it use AI? Maybe. Do I think it stands out amongst a very crowded genre? I don't know. But I do love that whoever made it has put so much time, effort, brain power, and passion into it. And I do think that if this game had got lots of marketing behind it, it may have done very, very well in the indie scene. So, Bunker Descent Trapped does get my seal of approval, and I have left my very first review. I did have to specify I didn't finish it because I didn't, but hey, I hope they like my review anyway. If you did enjoy this video, please do check out our Patreon because there is all kinds of stuff going on over there and some very cool rewards on offer. Well, that's all from me, but I'll see you next time with games that begin with the letter C. And I assume I'm going to be playing a car game, because I imagine there is literally thousands of games that have the word car in them. So, pray for me. Don't know what that was. Anyway, see you later. Bye.